What is happening, guys? My name is Jamie, and today we are doing a Fleshgod Apocalypse concert review. That's right, guys. It was a fantastic concert. The concert happened on last Friday, November 1st, 2019. And here today I'm going to tell you my story and basically a review of this concert. Let's start off with my day. You know what? I was very tired that day. Very, very tired. And I had actually slept throughout the afternoon. I actually had to change my car park booking to a later time because I said I was going to park in Melbourne at 6 o'clock. Instead, I had to change it to 8 o'clock because I had to fucking sleep most of the day because I was fucking exhausted because I was up all fucking night. So, that was a bit of a pain in the ass. But after that, I had to sleep from 3 to 6. Woke up and I said, holy shit, I have to go to this Fleshgod Apocalypse. I paid fucking $80, so I might as well fucking go. And I was pretty excited too, as well. So, you know what, I hopped in the car and from my town to Melbourne, it's about an hour and a half. So I drove down to Melbourne and dickhead me, I forgot to turn to the right exit and I had to go the long way through Melbourne. I said, oh fuck, what is wrong with me? I think it was the heat because it was absolutely scorching hot that day. I think it was about mid-30s. So I got to Melbourne, parked at the usual parking spot because I thought the concert was at 170 Russell Street, but it was 800 meters away. Max Watts was the name of the venue. Why did I think it was at 170 Russell Street? That's because every single freaking concert I go to is at 170 Russell Street. But no, Fleshgod Apocalypse had to do it at Max Watts. That's alright, I'll just walk 800 meters down, but I went to Macca's instead. Got a $1 Big Mac, which is out of this world. I think Macca's are doing 30 deals for 30 days in November, which is fantastic. I'm gonna get fat. But got the Big Mac, got a frozen Coke, got loaded fries, all for $4. I went, holy shit, this is Christmas for me. I scoffed that down, made my way to Max Watts. Of course you had to show ID because it's 18 plus concert. So I went down the stairs and it's very similar to 170 Russell Street. That's why I get really confused with Max Watts and 170 Russell Street because the venues look the same. I don't think Max Watts is actually a nightclub. I'm not too sure. Comment below if Max Watts is a nightclub if you are a Melburnian. So I made my way down the stairs and behold, there are so many friggin' people here. So many friggin' people drinking, of course. Went to the bar, got myself a beer, made my way to the floor. I think I caught the previous band's two last songs. I don't know who the previous bands were, but I knew that Hybrid Nightmare was going to play again. And I saw Hybrid Nightmare when they opened for Cradle of Filth. And you know what, guys, I absolutely love this band. They are sort of extreme metal, death metal band. They incorporate black metal elements as well. Vocals are just absolutely incredible, along with the amazing guitar solos you get throughout some of these songs. You gotta, guys, check out the album Just epic journey of an album. But made my way to the front. Of course, there are a few larrikins on the floor, but you know what, I sort of mind my own business, went at a concert, and I just really enjoyed their music. I gotta say, I knew all of their songs as well. Hybrid Nightmares, amazing band they are. They are going to be a very big band one day, I can guarantee you, and I will promote them as much as I can on this channel. Love the guitar solos, love the vocals, and I love the look of this band as well. So Hybrid Nightmares came, Drink of the Waters was playing at the end, and then we waited for about 40 minutes as they were setting up for Fleshgod Apocalypse. Fleshgod Apocalypse comes along, Veronica comes out, commanding the crowd with her hand. She looks beautiful, along with Francesco, the lead vocalist, along with his grittiness of that guitar. The violation came on. I was talking to one guy who had a beer, and all of a sudden, as the first kick drum, along with that grittiness of the guitar came in, he poured beer all over me because someone else pushed him. And from then, the whole floor became basically a mosh pit. I went, oh okay, this is going to be a pretty wild night. The violation came on. A lot of people were getting squished up the front. I said, fuck this, I'm going in the mosh pit because I feel a lot more safer. If I go at the front, I'm going to get squashed. Go off the back, I'm going to get squashed as well, and I'm probably going to get killed. If I go in the middle of the mosh pit, it's a lot safer. It sounds a bit crazy, but I feel a lot safer in the middle of the mosh pit. Although you still get bumped and everything, it just feels safer. It was a very hot start to the concert. Then we had Healing Through War, an amazing song as well. Francesco's vocals are just outstanding. His dynamic, aggressive, harsher vocals, guttural vocals at time is just so damn good in my opinion. Veronica really uses her soprano vocals throughout most of this set list as well. Something I didn't really notice in the studio albums. The Mona Lisa came along, and this is when we split and had our first war of death. Although Mona Lisa, you wouldn't think there would be a Mona Lisa war of death, but there was a Mona Lisa war of death. It's sort of a slow tempo build up song, but you know what? At the introduction, we collided into each other, and that was pretty fun. And from then we were pretty all fucked up and pretty sweaty. And Worship and Forget is just a fantastic song. And then one of the best songs I have ever heard in my life. I gotta say this is definitely in my top 10 favorite songs of all time now. It's Epilogue. First was Prologue, and then we had the crescendo build up to Epilogue. Epilogue came, and wow, I was absolutely in awe. I was looking at some other guy during the conclusion of the song with Veronica doing a crazy operatic vocals, Francesco commanding the crowd. I was just looking at the other guy and I was shaking my head and said, wow, this is one of the best songs I've ever heard. I just went, wow. I just couldn't believe it. I was absolutely in awe. Fury came along. This was from Veleno, their last album, which is just a fantastic album, by the way. If you haven't checked out that album, check it out. Fury is a cool song. I just absolutely love the melody. Cold as Perfection came along. Great song that is. And then we had Push, 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 Sugar. We had Sugar, and it was such a fun, exciting song. This is when the mosh pit started to really start to get quite aggressive, and we all started to collide into each other. I tried to stay away from the mosh pit a little bit. I was in the middle still because I felt a lot safer. But of course, if someone was bumping me, I bumped them as well. Then we had The Day Will Be Gone. Oh, Veronica's vocals. Now Veronica basically stars in this song. It's a beautiful piano melody you get, along with the beautiful clean guitars. The overall build-up of The Day Will Be Gone, along with Francesco's guttural vocals throughout that chorus, and Veronica's highest operatic vocals just makes this song absolutely epic. From the album again, Veleno. After listening to this live, Day Will Be Gone is just amazing live. Definitely one of my favorite songs of all time for Fleshgod Apocalypse. After The Day Will Be Gone, we just all clapped. Veronica's vocal performance was just amazing. She's got one of the best voices for a soprano vocalist. We had a little bit of a break. Francesco was talking to the crowd, and some idiot yelled out, "The Fool." And Francesco didn't like that. He said, "Why ruin the surprises? Why ruin the surprises?" And he kind of looked down at this fan and said, "Why ruin it, mate? Why ruin it?" I never actually saw such a confrontational moment between a fan and actual band member. So that was really interesting. He yelled out "The Fool," and this was the next song that was going to be played. And I think it was actually going to be a surprise for the fans. But this fan actually ruined it for everyone. And the way Francesco looked at him, I just couldn't believe it. Like, I was really surprised with Francesco's reaction. Francesco just shook his head. He went, "Oh, you silly idiot." They played The Fool, and that was an amazing song. The crowd started to get really into it. They played Egoism as well, and then they played The Forsaking, which is one of the heaviest songs for Fleshgod Apocalypse. So that's when the mosh pit started to really pick up. Some of these solos throughout these songs are just mouth-watering in my opinion. The drums, so damn impactful, in your face as well. So then they teased us a bit. After The Forsaking, we all chanted one more song. They then came out, and then they played Syphilis. I think that's how you pronounce it, Syphilis. And what a way to end the actual concert. He said, "Alright, we'll play one more song. And then they played Syphilis. But I still think they should have ended Epilogue last in my opinion. They didn't play anything from the Oracles, which I was a little bit disappointed in. They played a few songs from every album apart from Oracles. Really wanted them to play Tyrants Fall. This was a great concert. I don't think I could say any negatives about this concert, to be honest. Apart from one guy did start to bleed all over me. Accidentally, because he got hit in the face. Yeah, he was lacerated, so there's a lot of blood, and I did get a bit of blood on me, but that's alright. I gotta say, people were very friendly. It was very hot. Whenever someone fell down, we picked them back up. Unlike some other concerts where people do karate kicks and everything, it was a lot more friendlier mosh pit. We were just very excited. So for this concert, for Fleshgod Apocalypse concert, I'm going to give this a solid 9 out of 10. I was disappointed they didn't do anything from the Oracles, and they didn't end with Epilogue. I thought they'd end with Epilogue, to be honest. It would be absolutely amazing to end the concert with that song. So guys, comment below what you thought about this concert review. Comment below if you actually seen Fleshgod Apocalypse. Also, comment below some other concerts you're going to attend to as well, and tell me if you actually attended this concert, the Melbourne concert. So keep discussion going in the comment section below. Subscribe if you want. Drop a like. I'd love to see some likes, guys. And I will see you in the next one.